All right, well, I just want to start off by saying I apologize for taking so long to post a video, um, but I really wanted to wait to come up with something that would really be mind-boggling, something that would really stand out from the rest of the card tricks on my channel, something refreshing. So I hope this one really is it. I really feel that this is probably the most pure mentalism, one of the most pure mentalism card tricks on my channel, if not the most purest mentalism card effect on my channel. Um, it's a bittersweet sort of trick, though. I will say this: bittersweet in that, like I said, it's very powerful. It's a very pure mentalism type of demonstration, which uses a borrowed deck of cards. There's no setups. You can do this on the fly. Um, but as easy as this trick is to perform, which is another big plus about this effect, the downside is it's just as easy to screw up. So, but the thing is, with some practice, the more practice you spend with this, the easier it's going to get and the more likely you're not going to screw this up, as you will see. I mean, this really is easy to perform once you really get this and once you practiced it enough. And I really don't think it's going to take a lot of practice either. Like, I've been practicing it just for the past few days since I've come up with this effect. And it's really starting to, I'm starting to get much more smoother at it and much more like, it seems like a 99% chance I succeed in this. So it really isn't as hard as it is. I don't want to scare you off, but at the same time, I just want to be upfront and honest with you about this so I don't hype it up so much and have you disappointed later that, oh, well, okay, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. But it will seem that way at first. But really, trust me, with some practice, this is not that hard, and you will likely succeed every time. And I think, it's well worth it. I mean, as powerful and as pure as a mentalism effect this is one of those tricks I think is really worth spending the time to get good at. So that said, I'm going to just describe the effect and then I'll leave a link to the tutorial. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. For this. This is one of those tricks I want to take advantage of. It's been a while since I posted. My channel's kind of dying down a little bit. I think that I haven't been getting a lot of hits or views. I'm just going to take advantage of maybe help using this video to kind of boost things up with my channel again, get some more views, get some more thumb ups, I'm hoping. So I would appreciate your thumb ups and views, and the more I get, the sooner I'll post the tutorial for this video. So I really appreciate your feedback in that regard, and in return, I'm hoping that I will give you something that you will really appreciate learning. Like I said, I really feel this is very powerful. It's a very pure mentalism feat with cards. So anyways, I'll shut up now. I'll get on with exactly how this looks. I'll describe this because I can't perform this without someone here. So I'll describe this to the best of my ability, exactly how this looks. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a spectator take their borrowed deck of cards, and you're going to have them instruct them to shuffle their cards with your back turned, so you're not even going to look at the cards, okay? The spectator is shuffling their deck, and when they're satisfied they're well mixed, you instruct the spectator to simply glance at the card in the middle of the deck, somewhere as close to the middle as possible. Just glance at whatever card happens to be there after they've shuffled it. So they're going to memorize that card. That's going to be their random mentally selected card. You take the deck back. Obviously, there's no way you could know what card they glanced at. All you know is it's somewhere in the middle of the deck. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a few cards off the top. You're going to give it a cut. So this will just further now lose their card. So there's no way you could know for sure exactly where their card is in the deck. What you're going to do next is you're going to take the deck and you're going to deal the cards into 12 face-up piles, and you're going to ask the spectator to look out for their thought of card, the 10 of diamonds in this case. So you're dealing the cards out face up, and once you've dealt the entire deck into the 12 face-up piles, and the spectator has an idea of where their card is. Obviously, the 10 of diamonds lands in this pile. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to just, without asking anything from the spectator, you're simply going to, do some kind of gesture over the cards, whatever, or just look at them and just explain to the spectator that you're going to try to get a sense of what pile their card is in. And while you're doing that, have them visualize their card. So you're kind of looking and trying to pick up psychically what they're visualizing, and you're going to try to get a sense of what pile it's in. So you're going to spend probably, realistically, especially when you're first beginning, you're probably going to spend about 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute, just getting a sense of what pile the card's in. Now you're not going to mention just yet what pile it's in yet. You're going to say, okay, now I have a feeling, but just to confirm, I'm going to turn my back, and I'd have you just mix the piles up a little bit. So just have the spectator, while your back is turned, swap piles, but just to remember, of course, what pile their card is in still. So they swap the piles around. They're, of course, remembering that their card's in this pile. And before you turn back around, you ask the spectator also to just turn the pile that contains their card face down so you can't see the cards in that pile. So you turn back around. You obviously come to a new mix of how the packets were placed before. One of the packets, being face down, obviously contains their thought of card, but you obviously can't see what card or cards are in that pile. And furthermore, if you want, just to add to the effect, you could have them, before you turn around, take the card box and cover the pile that's turned over, just to even make it even more impossible to even have any clue of what cards are there. Now, you're going to, again, ask them to visualize their card. You're going to just maybe place your hand over if you want to add effect. You're going to try to pick up on impressions of the color of the card. Without any help from the spectator, you will then, in about, I'd say probably about 30 seconds, you're going to be able to tell them, okay, I sense this is a red card, and it's definitely a diamond. And again, no clue from the spectator here. You then just ask them to visualize the value of the card. You then move on to, you spend, okay, now give me a moment. You're going to spend, again, probably about another 30 seconds, up to a minute at the most. And then an impression is going to come to you, and you're going to tell them that, yes, indeed, your card is the 10 of diamonds. You'll get it that direct. No, again, no clue from the spectator. And then before you remove the card box, you will say, and yes, I also sense that your 10 of diamonds is the fourth card in this pile. And sure enough, you go to the fourth card down in the pile, and you flip up the 10 of diamonds to reveal you're correct. So that's it. That's how direct it is. Absolutely no clue from the spectator. You tell them exactly what the card is, where it is in the pile, and no clue. That is how powerful this trick is. And that's honestly how it looks. And I'm being as honest and as detailed as to how this trick really looks. So that's it. I hope you like it. And like I said, if I get enough thumb ups and views, I will post a tutorial that much sooner. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.